Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's we'll be reviewing the new Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Mercedes-Benz of Salt Lake for giving me some time with this E-Class. I'm going to include a link to the website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. If you have any questions or need any help, just ask for Dylan. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. So powering this is a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder that goes through a 9-speed automatic transmission. Now this does have a mild hybrid system, and so power outputs are kind of interesting. 255 horsepower and then 295 pound-feet of torque, but there's also a boost function that increases the horsepower by 23 and the pound-feet of torque by 148 pound-feet. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. Taking a look at the hood, first off, I love this gray paint. I think this looks super sharp, but you got the Mercedes-Benz logo, and then we have a new headlight design. Very interesting. Gives the E-Class just a completely different look. And you got lots of chrome trim here on the grille, and of course a bunch of Mercedes-Benz stars. And so when you put it all together, the E-Class kind of looks more aggressive with this new front end now. Now around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 245/40/20 in the front and then 275/35/20 in the rear. And you can see with the wheels completely blacked out, you got the AMG logo there, and look at the silver ring as well. And speaking of blacked out, look at the mirror caps. Also, you got some chrome trim there on the door handles, so it kind of ties in together. And then here is your full side view with the E-Class. So it has like a distinctive front end, but then the back end kind of tapers off, similar to the S-Class. And then taking a look at the key fob here, you've got your lock and unlock function, you got the opening here for the trunk, and then nothing there on the back, but pop her open. Now popping inside, you can see there's quite a bit of storage space in here with the E-Class, and we've got these cool tabs with the seat fold down function, and then lots of storage underneath. When you're all done, you've got this button right here you can press, and that will lower the trunk lid right back down. Now this is pretty interesting with the taillight design, literally little Mercedes stars inside. Got all the rest of the badging here, and then you got those covers over the exhaust tips. So putting it all together, let me guys think about the looks here with the new E-Class. Now popping inside, you got soft touch here at the top. You can see the stitching that goes across, and then more soft touch down below. And then I like the finish on some of the trim pieces. Heated seats for the back. Burmester sound system. And then taking a look at the seats, you can see all the trim here, and then look at the stitching here that goes across. And then legroom back here is really solid. We got a little storage pocket. We've got vents here in the back. And then you can see here for the little phone holder. But yeah, nice armrest design. And then we do have a sunroof here in the back too. And then headroom, it's pretty good. Now taking a look at the front door panel again, you can see all the soft touch trim. We've got all of our window controls here, mirror adjustments as well. And then like this here with the finish. Got your seat adjustment, heated and cooled seats for the front, memory seat function, and then blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. And then here's the front seat perforated all down the center portion. You do have your lumbar adjustment there on the side as well. And then we can see down below for the parking brake, and then nice trim on the dash. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, you can see soft touch all around, and then I like the blacked out trim with the silver trim. Paddle shifters there on the back for the 9-speed automatic. And you got practical controls here for the center screen, and then you've got your controls there for the center gauge cluster. You also have adaptive cruise control, turn signal / windshield wiper stock, and then we have our column shifter. And then this is Mercedes' new gauge cluster setup here, so super customizable. You can change, what it shows here in the center. I think the classic view just looks the classiest, but overall good system. And then interestingly enough, we've got the kind of infotainment system from the new EQ cars. But anyways, you can see a 360 camera system, trajectory lines turn with the steering wheel, really good resolution. But yeah, it's like the mega screen that goes across. The reason why I say mega screen is because you got the passenger screen there as well. But yeah, overall, response time with this, it's quick, it's easy to use. But I will say it looks kind of interesting how that's all connected and then this is disconnected here. And then we do have some physical buttons down below. This is for the drive mode select. Pretty standard drive modes for a Mercedes. And then this is cool with the trim here in the center. I think that looks pretty premium. We do have a wireless phone charging pad, some cup holders here, and then the center console. Nice padding. And then look at the ambient lighting throughout. I don't know if it's going to pop up on the camera very well, but that's cool looking. There's more on the door panel there. And then we do have a sunroof up front as well. Now I don't have the window sticker for this, but this one after all options stickers for about $75K. Let's see how it drives. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility over the hood, both the mirrors, do a blind spotting, throughout the rest of the rear, and let us set off in the new E-Class. So this is a perfectly timed review because I have an S-Class demo this week. So I'll be able to tell you guys kind of the difference between the cars. If you're wanting the S-Class demo that I have is an S580. So obviously, you know, way different powertrain, but you know, I want to make comparisons to like how this interior feels, the suspension, all that. What I will tell you is, you know, right off the bat with the E-Class, and this has always been a thing, not as insulated as the S-Class, but it's not bad. Once you're actually up and moving, the ride's really good. Again, not as comfortable as the S-Class per se, but it's still a very comfortable vehicle. Still a really good luxury car. It's interesting, the S-Class I have has the rear steer system, whereas this doesn't, or at least I don't think, it doesn't feel like it. And so this feels like almost bigger to turn than the S-Class, but it's a smaller car. So it's cool to see how much rear steer actually affects a vehicle. But yeah, ride quality's nice. Smooth car. So we're gonna keep it in comfort for now. We'll put it in the sport mode in a little bit. Turn signal sound is nice. It's not too abrasive or anything like that. And this 4-cylinder is pretty dang smooth. I'm sure that this is going to be a car where, because of the size, you know, the inline 6 is probably going to be the powertrain you're going to want to go for, but the 4-cylinder is not bad. Transmission's very smooth. Okay, got it in the sport mode now. And let's get our acceleration here. Not bad. I mean, again, it's not a rocket ship, it's a 2-liter 4-cylinder, but it's not bad. It doesn't really feel like it holds the car back. So I'm impressed. I am very impressed. So to sum things up here with this E350, I think this car looks great on the outside. I think that in terms of here's what I think about the exterior styling when I say it looks great. I think that, you know, they've gone for like more aggressive front end. Some of you might not like that, but I think it's pretty cool on a Mercedes, especially the E-Class. It's not supposed to be so much luxury. It's supposed to be kind of a little bit more on the sporty side of things. And how it tapers off the back, I think it's pretty cool. Interior in normal Mercedes fashion, really, really solid. Just finish is great, material use. Even though they, you know, don't use leather on every single surface, right? With the Mercedes, you know, some of it's Mercedes text and just some of it's just soft touch. It still feels premium, looks premium, and then it drives well. It'll be interesting to see how the inline 6 performs with this new E-Class. Just like with other Mercedes-Benz models, it looks like Mercedes is kind of going for more of a luxury emphasis with their new cars rather than, you know, it's still relatively sporty drive, but it looks like they're kind of focusing more on the luxury side of things. And so I would say that this new E-Class is kind of more about luxury compared to the previous gen E-Class.